Hello students, nice to see you on this online class. Today I am going to discuss the background of English literature. Yes, of course you know what is literature, or you have come to know about it. The important thing is we have to understand the basic concept of English literature so that you can move ahead for research programs in the future. Since you are in MA now, and you should know the basic tenets, I mean to say the real worthiness of English literature. The years up to come are full of challenges for you. You should understand very well and in such a way that you should be able to answer to the queries of your students. If you become teacher, you should be able to explain them in a better way what is English literature. Now I am going to tell you some of the important points regarding English literature. Yeah, of course I am going to tell you only the basic things, very important points. The genres of English literature, what is drama, what is epic, what is lyric. I am just going to give an outline of these things. You already would have come across this, no problem. I understand that. Despite it is necessary, as I told you, because you are stepping in to a new field. You may be a writer, you may be a proofreader or editor or a novelist. So the points that I am going to discuss with you today are relevant not only in the completion of the course but also in the future, inshallah. So friends, what is English literature? That is a very important thing. English literature shows that it gives knowledge of the world, what's happening around us, because we know English literature is a mirror of life, is usually said, is described like this. And I believe that English literature is a social document. The social activities are documented and presented in the form of novels, dramas, plays and poems or poetry, no problem. So in this sense, the study of texts of various types, various kinds, give us knowledge about the world. And English literature gives the background study of a particular community, or I can say the human community. English literature gives the knowledge of human community, the activities that take place in the form of writing, sometimes acting, as we see in drama. Well, English literature helps us to understand and analyze multiple texts. We are able to analyze multiple texts, many books. Yeah, it needs voluminous reading. Unless and otherwise you can't be a good student of English literature. You have to read, you have to spend much time. I usually tell this in classes. Unless and otherwise, it will not be an easy job for you. to come across as a successful student of literature, English literature. You have to spend time for that. So, English literature gives you, or I can say helps you, understanding the multiple analyze a multitude of texts and write clearly using several different styles. The possession of wide range of social and cultural knowledge. English literature helps one understand the cultural and socio-cultural knowledge. It gives the benefit. What is the benefit of English literature? Your vocabulary, you can develop your vocabulary, you can enhance your writing abilities, you can become writers, good writers. And the study of English literature helps you focus, helps you understand or to analyze, debate and think creatively and critically. Critical thinking, critical appreciation, these things are these things can be got through the study of English literature. You can analyze books, you will be able to criticize or judge. Criticism means judgment, not insult. Generally it is taken as insult. Now, criticism is not an insult, but it is a judgment of something. English literature helps the readers practice reading. The best thing one comes to understand through literature is reading practice. Of course, one gains the knowledge of a community, human community, but English literature at the same time helps in understanding, in developing our reading skills. That is very important. And you can have a grasp of English language. Usually I used to ask my students who have joined in the first year in English literature, in the first class as an introductory class, I used to ask them, what is the purpose of joining English literature? Because I just want to know that how far they have understood English literature, whether they know something about the courts. They used to say, majority of them I have come across, they used to say, sir, we want to develop English. Yes, no problem. They are right to some extent, because English literature enhances one's reading and writing abilities. There is no doubt in that. At the same time, you can have a command over the language or grasp of English language, and you can be a proficient and a professional English teacher as well as English writer. You can get transferable skills. You can analyze and present your critical point of view, or you can present your critical ideas and critical thinking. People could understand your way of critical thinking and your knowledge. There are 3 degrees that provide English that provide skills. There are 3 skills. You can analyze, you can give your critical point, and the third one is that you can gain strong hold and have the critical analysis of a text. or a written piece of literature. That is why I generally say in the classes, to become, if you read voluminous of books, when you get knowledge of English literature, it also gives you knowledge about critical thinking and to present things critically. You can be a critic, because a literary critic must have vast knowledge. He must be well grounded in the field, otherwise he can't criticize, because as I told you, criticism means nothing but judgment. To give judgment about something, it is essential that you should have knowledge about it, otherwise you can't give a proper judgment. Reading gives you the ample scope to judge things, specifically the English literature. In English literature, dear students, there are three major types of English literature. The English literature has been divided into three major points, into three major, I would say, the fields. First is drama, epic and lyric. What is drama? Genre. There are some genres of English literature, right? Novel, fiction, poetry, lyric, epic. These are the things that comprise English literature. Literature, yes, not only English, literature in general. These are the genres of literature. What is drama? Is also a style of writing for theatres. We have movies, we have theatres now, but in the olden days there were stages arranged for the audience, and there were some, what I would say, the stages with the wheeled platform that will be movable, mobile theatres. The theatre should be the stage. The stage will be pulled or pushed and could be moved from place to place, and like that the dramas were performed in older days. The actors will go along with the stage, and there will be people to push that stage, and they will perform street by street or wherever they wanted. So drama is a genre of English literature that gives that is written for theatre purpose, for the purpose of theatre. For the audience will come and sit, they will enjoy the thing. Whereas in novel there are no audience, only reader. Only one reader will read a novel at a time, or maybe if there is a joint reading, no problem. But drama is usually written for theatre, radio or television. Dramas are usually written out as a script, manuscript, handwritten, and on that writing the actors will perform their acting. The characters are independent from the author. Whatever the author writes, the characters, for example, if I write a story and give to the actors, the actor will enhance it. Either they will enhance, they will develop my writing, or they will diminish it. The soul of writing depends upon the performance of the actors. they are to perform. For example, why he is, if I write in writing, if the actor performs to his or her best, that the writing becomes very interesting. In easy terms, an actor is a person who beautifies the writing through his dialogues. Dramas give separate ideas, separate thoughts and actions with the unique qualities, unique acting skills of the actors. Plays are also called drama. Drama means, okay, as I told, is writing a script for the theaters, and there is drama, plays, Plays. Plays are the common form of drama. Commonly, dramas are called plays, and the plays are usually comedy, tragedy, related to historical plays, comedy or tragedy. Okay, so this is drama. The second major element of English literature is epic. The word epic is derived from the ancient Greek adjective. It's a Greek form. It's a term from Greek used for an adjective to show the quality of a noun. Epikos, Epikos, epikos is a Greek form of adjective that shows poetic story. Means epikos means poetic story. What is poetic story? A story told in the form of a poem. This is called epic. This is a story, but the story is not directly told. It is told in the form of a poem. You would have studied poem. You would have studied stories. But epic means it's amalgamation or the combination of a poem and a story. The characters are, in literature, epic is considered a long poem, a narrative poem. Narration means a story, narrating something. It shows the heroic deeds of a person. The basic purpose of an epic concerns with the heroic deeds of a person, with unusual or extraordinary bravery or courage. Sometimes epic is also considered as a lengthy story told in episodic form, with episodes, with what is episodes means, with some ideas, divided ideas. The central idea will be the same, but there will be some gaps between the story, some breaks, with this called episodes, within episodes. And it's written in a narrative form as drama. It's also written in narrative form. It is told from, very important point, Epic is told from the third person narrative technique, from the third person's point of view, not for the first person, third person, someone like that. It is about something. It is about someone, third person. So this is epic, long poem or narrative poem. The coming up is lyric. It is usually taken as a song, but it is different sometimes. Lyric, it is a collection of verses with responses. It's a complete song with non-narrative poetry. Lyric has a single speaker. In the lyric has single speaker who expresses personal or emotional personal feelings or emotions or ideas and thoughts. Generally, epic lyric is known for its musical quality. It can be sung, it contains a musical rhythm, musical quality, and your epic is enjoyable to listen. It is very much assimilated with music. We can easily set to music. A lyric could be easily put to music. That's a very important point. In lyrical form of literature, the writer uses the first person. See, when we discussed about epic, it was the third person narrative viewpoint, from the third person's narrative perspective. But here, in lyrics, it's a first person because the speaker expresses directly the points. Next, the style includes, the lyrical form of literature includes literature. Lyrical form of literature includes first the ballads, sonnets and other short forms. These are the forms of poetry, ballads, sonnets. With the help of English literature, you can become an obvious editor. You can have a job of editor or a proofreader and literary agent. Many creative writers, they have had their career by gaining in-depth understanding of written English before developing their individual abilities to express ideas through writing. So many of the writers previously, before becoming writers, they have been gained well-grounded knowledge about literature. They have been proofreaders sometimes, literary agents or proofreaders. So dear students, in this class that we discussed English literature, the three major elements, drama, in short, because I have not spoken in detail. I just had the background study of the English literature for better understanding. It doesn't mean that you don't know. It is just like a recounting of the past. Sometimes you see, it is necessary that we have studied, but sometimes we have forgotten. For example, if you ask me about my school days, I would have enjoyed, I would have studied the poem, the poetry, but when the poem comes to my sight, and then I will realize, yes, I have read this, I have enjoyed this poem when I was in 7th standard or 6th standard and so on. So being literary students, we should be creative and we should be analytical and of course critical. We should know how to be very much understanding the English literature so that we could be good teachers in future. If we are good students today, we could be good teachers in future. And what I believe is a good student becomes a good teacher, and a good teacher creates good students. If I go on studying books, if I go on studying novels, dramas, short stories, poetry, I gain knowledge by the grace of God. When I gain knowledge, it helps me share my standpoints, my outlook with my students. So as postgraduate students, it is essential that we should cultivate the habit of reading literary books, spare time, spend as much as time possible for reading, because through reading you can be able to analyze, criticize the literature. So friends, with this I conclude the video. I would like to hear from you through comment. Give your comments and ask your doubts if you have any. Thank you Maharaj. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, and please read more books. Don't waste your time. Reading literature, as I told you, will give you the ample scope to be a voracious reader. Thank you very much.